Talk about the chemistry that you're developing with Crystal. I mean, it seems like your backcourt is just getting more solid as the season goes on.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you're able to kind of get experience under your belt with games and practices, you can always kind of build chemistry in that sense. And for me, I mean, Crystal does a lot of great things on the court that takes a lot of pressure off of me to have to do. And I think we're working really well together with our strengths.
Do you feel like you're blossoming a little bit more as a scorer because she is there to run the offense for you at times?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm in positions now where the shots are probably easier shots that I can probably make with my eyes closed. So hopefully, when you have somebody who has as much quickness, as much smarts in her ability to get the ball there on time and on target, it always helps out.
Yeah, where's this team in its development? What's kind of the next step for you guys?
I think, at this point in the season, you always have to kind of continue to get better and continue to grow in a lot of different ways. And I think for us, our defense is always going to be such a huge point of emphasis because it stems our offense and our ability to get out in transition. So to continue developing where we are, executing our half-court offense and then continuing to pick up and fix the little things on defense that we might miss once in a while.
How has Crystal's development made you guys a better team?
Well, I think, like I said, with Crystal, her ability and her mind, her ability to get the ball up the court, get us into an offense that puts people in positions where they can be successful, but also her ability to attack off ball screens and get in there and make plays for other people has been great.
What have you liked most about your season so far through 19, 20 games?
I mean, I think we're having fun, and I think that's something that we're getting better at each and every day. And for me personally, there's a lot of things that I still feel like I want to get better at, but my teammates are doing a great job of helping me out and making sure that I am successful in ways that are easy for me, which means maybe shooting, I guess.
Such as, well, you mentioned shooting, but over the next 6-7 weeks, what do you need to get better at for this team to be playing in late March?
I think it's just a matter of continuing to be a consistent shooter and knock down open shots when I get them, and then at the same time in transition, probably making a couple more and ones here and there.
In terms of your focus going into each game personally, are you looking first and foremost to bring that energy? It just seems like you're always going hard and kind of tugging the team along with you.
Yeah, I think for me personally, energy is something that I can do and that I've been able to do for a long time. And I think that's something that's just an effort thing that you can bring every single day, and it has nothing to do with how many shots you make or how many shots you get. And that for me stems from defense. So if I work to my strengths on defense, it usually helps translate offensively.
It's been quite a stretch of travel for you guys over the last 4 or 5 weeks. Are there things aside from basketball and schoolwork that you have to keep up with that stick out about, experiences on the road as a team, as friends, and just different things you guys have done over the last few weeks, places you've been?
Yeah, I mean, I think something that we do everywhere we go is kind of walk around with each other. We do this little trivia games with CD, and that stuff's kind of fun for us to experience where we are, learn a little bit about it, but at the same time I think we were playing Chain Reaction or something the other day, some random game show game. It got very competitive, and that happens at the dinner table a lot. So it keeps you on the go. You have to keep up your sleeping schedule and your eating schedule, but we're fortunate to kind of have people around us to help us out with that.
Is this a tight group?
Yeah, I would say so.
How would you compare playing with Crystal this year than playing with Mariah your first 2 years?
They're different. I think they both, they're both really quick guards. They both have a great IQ, and I think Crystal now, her development is only going to continue to go up. And with Mo, I came in and she was already developed, and she was kind of the go-to. Got to take her, or she'll take me under her wing. So for this, it's kind of opposite, flipped, but it's still really fun to play with both of them. Defensive intensity is great.
Because you kind of touched on this earlier, that having that point guard play, how much that makes your job, I guess, easier in a sense, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for my whole life and most of Canada basketball, I have played point guard. So when I came here and that was kind of a situation that I was in for a little bit, it was what it was. But with Mo, I was able to play on the two guard spot, and I like that spot as well. So whatever they need me to do, I'll do.
You didn't play in the Tulane game last year. That was 3 points. I don't know what you remember about it, but to get that kind of scare and to have them come in, what do you take from last year that may help you tomorrow?
I think you just take a a little bit of everything. Obviously last year's team is very different than this year's team, but at the same time, what they do well, what are their strengths, what worked really well for them in that game, and how can we take that away in this game and ensure that our defensive intensity and our game plan is ready to go.
What about Colby Morgan? What should do that makes her such an explosive scorer?
I mean, she does a lot of great things, but I think her ability to get her shot off as quickly as she does, and her ability to read screens is great. They obviously run a lot of plays for her and look and try and find her in different spots where she can be successful, but she does a great job of getting her shot off and getting into your body to draw contact.